We lost former Houston Oiler linebacker Ted Thompson. He'll be remembered mostly for his years building the Packers. I'm sure that's what a lot of you heard about with him as both the director of personnel, player personnel guy, and a GM. He won 2 Super Bowl rings with the Packers organization. But Stephen, you and I, we associate him with Love You Blue. He spent his entire 10 years as a Houston Oiler.
You know, what a lot of people forget, Robert, is Ted Thompson came out the same year that the Oilers drafted Robert Brazile, their first round pick in 1975. Yeah, nobody even knew who Ted Thompson was. Of course, he was out of SMU, so, a Texas guy, but he wasn't even drafted. He was an undrafted free agent. He came in and did such a great job, and a lot of people talk about him as a linebacker, but he was the captain of the Oilers special teams. And I seem to remember even occasionally he was your backup place kicker. Like if the place kicker got hurt, Ted Thompson was the guy you would turn to make a kick every once in a while when he had to. So just an all-around great guy, but a very versatile player. And yeah, he was he certainly did a lot for the Love You Blue era during the mid to late 70s. But just what a great story, that Ted Thompson wasn't even drafted. He signed with the Oilers in 75, and Robert Brazile, and all those guys on the defense, took the team to where it ended up being, through the late 70s. And then, of course, as you mentioned, his time as a director of player personnel, and then a general manager, even better than what his playing career was. So just another big loss. I'm starting to lose track, Robert, of all the greats we're losing in sports over the last few months. Unfortunately, it's been a lot of names.
Yeah, it's been unreal. And, I'm going to go back to something you talked about, which is he was a kicker as an emergency kicker for the Oilers. In 1980, he nailed 4 extra points against the Jets. He finished his career a perfect 4 for 4, so that's pretty good. At SMU, he was their kicker. He was their place kicker and a linebacker. Starting linebacker, such a versatile guy for the Mustangs back then. Did you know Ted Thompson, or do you know who Ted Thompson's first draft pick was when he became the general manager of the Packers, Stephen?
It was Aaron Rodgers, wasn't it?
Yes, it was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it was Aaron Rodgers.
He also drafted Clay Matthews, Devontae Adams, all-pro tackle David Bakhtiari, who the Packers badly missed on Sunday, if you saw their pass coverage.
Yeah.
Greg Jennings, and 10 years ago, he drafted one Randall Cobb.
How about that? Well, see, there's another Houston tie-in, just indirect though it may be. Yeah, he certainly had an eye for talent. And as we said, he was a smart player, a great guy. There's just so many people that spoke so highly of him as a person.
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.